Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Shut Door or Door Shutter coming back to episode 27 of Direwolf20's 1.18 mod pack. And today we are going to be continuing with refined storage shenanigans here. So, auto crafting, right? Auto crafting is important because it's basically allows for us to just get stuff done without needing to just manually craft everything. So, how do we want to do this? Well, let's see here. This is not set to two-way for some reason. Oh, it is. Not 100% sure why it's not actually working that way, but that's fine. So if we actually just look up crafter, we have, the basic crafters. We also have reborn storage, which is an option, which I don't know how expensive this is. It might be better to grab crafters first and then get into this because it requires quite a bit of stuff. Mostly these improved processors and the quartz enriched iron. So let's look into that. So first things first, the crafter. So a crafter is made quite simply. You just need a construction core and a deconstruction core, but let's grab a couple of these here. And then some deconstruction cores. Let's grab like 4 of these. Actually, real quick, before I forget. There we go. So if you guys heard clicking in the background, that didn't sound normal. That was because I actually moved my computer. Because if you guys don't know, some of my videos you hear a buzzing noise. And it's not intentional, and I can't control it, but it's actually my computer itself. Back whenever I had my 1070 and my computer, it was much quieter, but it ran like a powerhouse. The 3070 Ti I have in my computer currently just does not stop. It's full blast all the time, every day, running this game. So that's what you guys can hear, and that, my microphone picks that up. So hopefully moving my computer off of the desk I have should balance everything out, hopefully. So, alright, let's grab a crafter here. So we need a machine casing, which requires stone. We also need to get drawers and everything set up. Hence, the giant space that I have set up back here actually is for that. I want to move all the drawers and everything to a location, have cobblestone and all of that jazz set up down here. We also need to figure out machines. So I'm thinking we probably want to have another room in here, maybe underneath this with machines, but I'm not 100% sure because I want to have drawers here. So the drawers would sit here, redstone and stuff behind them because some of them will be activating certain things. So I'm thinking maybe we put a room down below because actually we can't go up. So let me actually clear out a room here and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so after a little bit here, I've changed up a few things. We've got this room down here now. Not really anything too fancy. But over here, we've got all of the drawers, okay? And I've also put some block drawers down so we could have sand, glass, cobblestone, gravel, all of those fancy things in the system so we can craft with them. And I have also went ahead and made a silicone drawer with a material stonework factory with all of its upgrades in here, producing cobblestone, making a silicone, and we need to fix this, okay? We need to fix a lot of things, actually, here. So, first things first, let's look at getting this set up, okay? So you're probably wondering what I mean by set up. Well, is get a redstone receiver and transmitter and see if we can actually do something here. So let's go for this, let's go for this. So I need to know, first off, how far we can actually transmit this stuff. So we want a transmitter, which will be one more thing. We'll need an item, I think like an inventory checker. If I can spell inventory, that might help. This thing, inventory checker. all from RF Tools, right? RF Tools utility. So we'll want transmitter and inventory checker. So what we'll do is, for example, let's say, where are they at? Right here, wither skeleton skulls. So we'll want to inventory check these. So let's set this on the ground. Let's just do it there. And then we'll say, hey, slot 1. So let's do slot 0, I think, is probably the index. Let's say 1,000. Let's grab a wither skeleton skull. Okay. So slot 1. We'll want 2,000 in here. Don't think that matters. And then let's say grab a piece of redstone dust here. Perfect. Because this should be outputting, I believe, right? Because I don't think that's going to be the proper slot. That might not be the proper slot. So let's actually turn this down to 500. Okay. 500. Maybe slot 2. Maybe slot 3. Maybe slot 4. Okay, did you see that? If I actually don't put a slot in here, it actually is checking already. I'm not sure why that is. So if I put, for example, this. Okay, as long as I filter it, it looks like it's going to output, actually. So we'll ignore what I was just doing. And we'll say we want 10,000, or no, 2,500. And we will then want to, how do I want to do this? Because I want this to actually be inversed. So we'll probably need to invert this ourselves, right? All right, so let's grab a redstone torch. I have also put basically everything in the system besides a few items. By the way, just because I was, changing everything, so might as well make it proper. So let's actually grab a piece of stone. Set this here. Set this in this wall here. Okay, and then I think we could probably do Redstone Transmitter. Right, and we'll say optional name of this channel. Wither Skell. Okay. Wither Skell. Okay, and I'm just gonna right click with the receiver to set this to channel 1. And then we're gonna go fly out to the Wither Skeletons here. It looks like the witches are back on for some reason. And this is also a problem. Redstone links or soul cages, whenever they lose redstone signal, like I guess whenever you unload the chunks, maybe exiting the game or just flying out of this dimension, for some reason turns everything back on. Not 100% sure why, but it happens. And we'll be fine. Okay. So let's go. Which one are we looking for here? Wither skeletons? Which one is that? Is it this one? I don't remember which one it actually is right now. I think it is this one. Yeah, it's this one. And we're just going to place this. All right. Analog mode, channel output 15. Actually, I guess I had it wrong. Hold on. So let's actually undo what I just did. I was overthinking it a little bit here, so let's go fix that. All right, so we actually can do just this. Okay, that should be good. That's all we need. So inventory checker with the item filter here, the amount, and then a Wither Skeleton or Redstone Transmitter. So now what we should see is the Wither Skeleton farm going, right? You can see that it's going. And then once we hit 2,500, or probably a little bit more, we will then proceed to have this turn off. So we're basically taking the drawer's contents, seeing what's in there, turning this on so we never run out of Wither Skeleton skulls. Okay? Which is a good thing, because we don't want to run out. Then we lose power, right? So now we'll have this system turn on and off automatically, as long as this stuff never breaks. Alright, what's next? So I was thinking probably like redstone. Where is my redstone? That's probably... Oh, it's actually going to be over here. So this drawer. So if we actually do redstone blocks. Let's see. So let's go for it again, one more time. And then I probably will do the rest off camera. So we'll need... let's just look up redstone. And we can grab... bookmark. Okay, and then an inventory checker. And we can do the same thing with copper. We can do the same thing with basically a lot of these different things. We're actually going to get the crafting stuff set up here in a minute. I just wanted to get this out of the way real quick. So checker, transmitter, and receiver. Alrighty. And we'll fly to redstone, which is back here. Alright, so we'll do here. Oh, actually, that was right. Don't know why I just broke it. We're actually going to go off redstone blocks this time. I will throw this in here. And we'll say there is more than... like 1,000. Might as well. Alright. So if we actually look at how much we have in here, we have 1.3. So if I change this to 3,000, we should see this turn on, maybe? Or maybe we do need to toggle slots for this one. Not 100% sure. Okay, there. You see that? Output just turned on. So this will be slot 2. We'll 1,000. Let's just say 1,500. And it'll turn off because we only have 1.3. And we'll throw down the Redstone Transmitter. Alright, so we'll place this down. We should be on channel 2. We'll say witches. We'll grab our receiver. Just right click to set this to channel 2. We'll go set this at the witch farm, which should be awesome. Which one is the witch farm? Is it this one? I believe so. And of course, we'll get a whole bunch of other materials. But I really care about redstone more than anything. I mean, glowstone's important, but I'm pretty sure we'll get enough redstone to, you know, not have to worry too much about it. Don't know why there's a whole bunch of stuff in these, but that's fine. Okay, there's that. And this will turn off when we hit 1.5k blocks, by the way. Not 1.5k redstone dust, which is good. This is still cruising. I don't think we need to set up one for the Enderman. Maybe the piglins. So let me set up copper and gold, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I've just placed down the last one, which is the Enderman one. I think we should be good because we don't have any more resource generators, mobs basically set up. We've got the piglins, we've got the drowned, we've got the wither skeleton skulls, the witches, and now the Enderman. Of course, the Enderman probably won't be doing too much because we have like 100,000 plus Ender Pearls and Ender Pearl fragments. So, yeah, that's quite a bit. We can actually come down here and look at what I just done. So if we actually fly behind here, we've got the Wither Skeleton Skulls, of course, with 2.5, and we have 2.5 in there, which is perfect. We have the 109,000 Ender Pearls. This is set to 100,000. Might as well. It will take quite a while to use 90,000 pearls. The gold I've set to 5,000 blocks, which is, 2,000 more, which I mean is quite a lot. It'll take some time. I understand that. I've also changed these to 2,000, by the way, so we have 2,000 copper blocks and 2,000 redstone blocks because copper is useful in this pack, especially, and redstone is useful. So that is that. We've set those up. Also, I forgot to mention, I made a disk manipulator. A disk manipulator is really important whenever you set up external storage stuff. So this is the recipe. It's not too bad. 2 storage housings, destruction core, construction core, and 4 quartz enriched iron, and then 8 quartz enriched iron, and then a piece of stone to make this. Basically, you could take a drive, any kind of drive, throw it in here. So for example, if I take this drive out, throw it in here, it'll try to push anything and everything into these drawers that is available. Or whatever disks are in here currently. Cool? So let's actually grab and import. I think, let's just look at refined storage. It should still be in here. So we have our importer. We're actually just going to take out these, and we're going to import what's in this chest to what's in the system. So we'll just throw these in there, and you'll see that we will just speed through this real quick. Nice and easy. Awesome. Now we can take out what's in this chest, which upgrades aren't. We don't have any. Perfect. I think we have one more chest left. What I need packing tape to actually pick it up. So let's grab some packing tape from Sophisticated Storage. And then we can get onto the controllers. I just wanted to set up kind of a resource auto kind of thing so we don't have to ever worry about needing anything, right? There's my tridents, by the way. I completely forgot I had them. Oh, and then we kind of need to take this drawer, which is an iron chest. So we can actually just do this. Perfect. All right, let's get over here, drop off this last chest, and we'll have everything in the refined storage system, which is awesome. Don't know where I'm flying. Hold on. Importer. Nope. There we go. And then we'll import everything in this chest into here. And yeah, we're completely in here. Of course, our enchanted books or anything aren't in the system. They will never be in the system because that is a lot of space for no reason. But that should be fine, right? So now we have all of that. We can throw what's in my inventory away real quick. Alrighty, so that is that. Let's get into fixing the silicone stuff real quick. So with the silicone stuff, we're kind of going to do the same sort of system we did with the ender pearls and all of that. We need to shut this off at a certain amount and turn it back on at a certain amount, right? So what I'm thinking is we turn this on with redstone. Actually, without redstone, right? All right, so we'll grab a few redstone torches here. Right? We'll grab 3 comparators, a redstone transmitter, an inventory checker, and we can now set this up. All right, so what we'll basically do is kind of a silly solution, but it'll work. So we'll want an actual piece of silicone first. Okay. Inventory checker we'll need a block for. Let's grab a piece of cobblestone. And we'll set this right here set the inventory checker here. We'll put the silicone in here. Should turn on. We want to keep about 10,000 silicone in here. And that's a very large number, but the more we have, the less we have to worry about, right? And this drawer holds, what is it? 134 million. So we should be fine, right? A little bit overkill. It'll take time to get there, but I'm not too worried about that. So let's do Redstone Transmitter. I'm pretty sure if you actually really wanted to rotate these things, Crescent Hammer would do the job, by the way. So you don't have to keep breaking them. I just do it out of habit. And then we'll do Silo, and then we will shift right click, or just right click with the redstone receiver, set this here. Oop. Okay, so let's just actually set this here. And that should be needing to be rotated. So for example, if we actually come down here and say we only want 10, right? This should turn on, this should turn off, and we're good. Okay, quick and easy solution. A little bit ugly, I won't lie, but it actually works. And I mean, we have all these set up down here, so we might as well set them up here as well. So that is awesome. Let's grab some stone to cover this a little bit up here. So there. But yeah, so that is our silicone production down pat, right? And our flux storage stuff is up here, so we don't have to worry about that either. So it'll never run out of power. We should never have to worry about it at all. Alrighty, we have 5.7 in there, so we'll just cover that up and never have to worry about it. I love that. That is awesome as can be. Also, I have removed the blaze farm, by the way, so let's just unmark that. Oop, didn't mean to do that. And yeah, we are golden. Let's get into crafters, okay? So crafter, right? I think I have one on me somewhere, right here. We're actually going to upgrade this crafter a little bit here. So let's get a few machine casings just in case. And how do we upgrade this? Well, this is how, right here. So let's get some chests. Alrighty, I quickly took a nap real quick in there in my sleeping bag so we don't have to worry about the thunder noises. Crafter. So we want an iron crafter. That's basically what I'm talking about. So iron crafter, we can upgrade this to a gold crafter if we wanted to spend a lot more resources, but for now, iron crafter is where we're going to be going. Alright, so where is our cable? So it's right here. Right, there's our access to our controller, so we can actually push this back a little bit here. And we can get a cover if we wanted to, but I think we'll just run the cable down and then down behind the wall. And we could probably put our crafter right here. So let's grab some cable real quick. So cable. 4 cable, let's make some more. Alrighty. And we'll just do cable. And we can cover up all this mess up here. And there we go. So our crafter will just be a normal crafter. We're not going to be using it against anything as of current, but that's fine. So let's look at what we need to get into crafting. So a crafting grid is what we have, right? But we actually need a crafting monitor, I believe. This may be the wrong thing that I'm thinking of. It might be a pattern grid, but this is also something we can grab for now. Let's actually grab a pattern grid as well. So we'll need an actual grid. Alrighty. And then we can grab another pattern. Let's just grab a couple of those. There we go. Alright, let's come out here. There's an Enderman in my base for some reason. But we'll put the crafting grid here, the crafting monitor, and we should be good. So What is the pattern grid? Well, basically, this will allow for us to encode patterns, right? So if we grab a pattern here, and we want to say, hey, chest, this is planks, right? So let's actually not grab that. Let's go for plank. Let's just say oak planks, right? This is a chest. Okay, we can create that. Now we have one oak chest. Perfect. Awesome. Cool. Okay. How do we make planks? Well, you can actually just find the plank recipe, or you could just do log. There you go. There is oak planks and an oak chest. Now you can make an oak chest because you have access to oak planks and all of that jazz. So if we actually go throw this back here, in the actual pattern iron crafter, throw this in here, and I can say, hey, I want a couple oak chests. Oop, it's not showing up. Why are you not showing up? Oh, there it is. So this actually is on no craftables, so let's just look at normal. There we go. And say I want 10 oak chests. And then sooner or later, they'll slowly and surely craft 10 oak chests. I could grab the speed upgrades that I have in here, the 3 of them. Come down here, throw these in there, and now we're going to be crafting stuff quicker. So I can take out the 10 chest, I can craft another 10 for say, and you can see how much faster this is going to go with those upgrades. So what else could we do with crafters? Well, so if we actually grab another crafter, we need a deconstruction core. So if we actually grab another one, and let's say we grab the smelter that I have in here, okay? Basic smelting factory. I could upgrade this probably in the future, right? In the future, and we say we throw this down. Let's make a little thing here. So we'd actually want to grab a chest, right? So let's grab the basic smeltery. We'll have a chest here, and let's just throw the crafter here. The reason you want to have the chest here is basically buffer, right? We could put speed upgrades and all this on here, of course, but I'm not going to as of current. But the back will say input and output, and we will then also need some cables. Right, so let's just run some back here. Do a little sneaky sneak. Nah, I didn't push it back far enough. One more. Right, and you can see that lit up. So let's actually say, grab an anvil. Let me go grab an anvil. So before I do it this way, let's actually grab one pattern. Processing, let's grab cobblestone. This is going to be a quick test. It's not going to be final. So we'll change this to 64. All you do is you click on it, change the amount, by the way, and let's say that equals a piece of stone. We'll change the amount, set, create pattern, and this was what we're going to do. So what I want to try real quick is throwing this actually into the basic smelting factory by itself. So I'm not sure if this will actually work, but we can do that. Come up here, say, hey, I want some stone. We'll turn this on to only craftables. We'll say 64 and see what happens. Okay, so you can see that this actually is working. So what we'll do now is we're going to throw a chest on top, and we will say, hey, top is output, and then we're going to import into the actual crafter. The reason I'm going to do this is actually because crafters cannot actually extract, which is, you know, fine. Oh, it's because I'm on only craftable still. That's why. Let's grab our importer, and we'll say stack upgrade real quick. Right? So we'll do this. We'll do this, and we'll do this. Okay? So we've exported that, and of course this won't be able to produce much more because we are out of cobblestone. Or not out of cobblestone, out of power. Goodness. Which is fine. Right, because we will need to run power over here. And I think for now, if we actually just grab a flux point. which is this one. We could quickly just kind of set this here, turn on power, let this run. And this should, you know, make all our cobblestone. And we can actually go up here and we can look at the crafting monitor and see that it's processing. It's still going. There we go. That's what the crafting monitor does, by the way. Allows you to see what's crafting. So if you have hundreds and hundreds of machines, you would be able to track down what's crafting, where it's crafting, and what's erroring. It's a really cool thing to have. I always make it whenever I make the pattern grid. So, but we can cover this up, and we can basically have our smeltery. So if we needed to, for example, make advanced processors. Here, actually, let's go do this. So if we needed to make advanced processors, or any kind of processor really, we can make, you know, the base part. So let's actually go up here. We can make this base part. We can make the processor binding, which actually we don't want to do that. So you can see that I just made this incorrectly, right? I don't want this ender slime ball. So we're going to take the patterns out of here. We're going to put this back in here. We're actually going to grab a slime ball, right? We're going to then create, which will then change this to a slime ball, so you don't have to redo the pattern or anything. All right? And then what we can do is we can say processing. We can say advanced. We can press R on this. Just press move items. And there we go. Perfect. So we can actually come down here, access this from here, throw this in here. I'm going to take this one out, by the way. This was just a test. Shift right click in the air will remove the actual pattern and give you a blank pattern back. So there's our advanced processor. And if we wanted to, we could go to only craftables. And we could say, hey, I want 32 of these bad boys. Oh, it's not allowing me to. Oh, it's because I didn't put them in there. Hold on. There we go. There we go. And then we can press start. Right? Of course, this will take some time because this isn't the fastest by any means. And it's also losing power because I took this away, which is fine. You can see that it's just making them. You can see up here, it's crafting. It's going. And it's about made them all. All right, there we go. There's our 32 advanced processors. And of course, we can do so many more recipes and so much more complicated stuff, which we will do in the future with auto crafting. You can automate the dissolution chambers. You can do quite a few other things. You know, I just kind of wanted to show you a little bit of what we're going to be doing in the future. And with that, we are going to wrap up this episode. I hope that you guys, you know, are understanding of why I did all the drawer movement on off camera, because it does take a while. Also, why everything is crammed together, by the way, is because it's easier to have one drawer. But I actually can't put anything in that corner right there. These two blocks is actually too far of a range. So it's kind of like a circular radius around the actual drawer controller. So that's kind of interesting. Keep that in mind. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Direwolf20's 1.18 mod pack. I am enjoying this so much. I'm hoping we can get into some complicated crafting stuff in the future. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!